Hi, Stitchers. This is Stitching to Connect Annie. Happy Easter. I got a little bunny here. I tried to get my real stuffy cat to come and say hey, but she wouldn't have anything to do with anything. And then I have my other second stuffy. There's a little dog with bunny ears that my husband got me, I don't know, a while back, 4 or 5 years ago. Anyway, so happy Easter, however you celebrate, whether it be Easter egg hunting with the family, all the fun, all the fun things that Easter brings. Um, I am unfortunately alone this Easter, but I usually am because it's a Sunday and Robert has to be with his sister Jamie. So anyway, I'm hoping to get a FaceTime with my baby granddaughter Beatrice. She got a stuffed bunny from her um, cousin Josie, my oldest granddaughter. And let me show you a picture of that real quick. Pictures, pictures, pictures. Here we go. Oh, that's not it. Oh, it didn't come up yet. That's frustrating. Anyway, she got a bunny. Probably on my phone. Hold on. I'm being kind of annoying with my filming here. There she is. There's Miss Beatrice with her Easter bunny. It happens to be a Dutch bunny because Josie went to Amsterdam over spring break. Spring break, and got her the little bunny um, when she was in Amsterdam. So that is from her cousin Josie, and I'm so excited to see Josie and Nathaniel when I go for Nathaniel's high school graduation and Josie be home from college. And she also got an internship for the summer. And so she wants to be an international journalist. So she is going to be working, I believe, somehow connected to the Syrian embassy in DC. It's going to fit her needs really well, her studies and her major and all the good stuff. So I'm very thrilled for her. This is her first real I believe it's her first real office job or that kind of a job. Whether she'll be in the office, I don't know. She'll probably be working from remote a lot, but she's a great little, not great little. I have to quit saying that because she's not little anymore. She's going to be 20. She's a very accomplished writer, journalist. She is an editor. I don't believe she's the oh my goodness, what do you call it? I know she's an editor for her school, her university news magazine, which comes out quarterly, I believe, and she wrote a great article for that. And so I'm very proud of her, very excited for her. And of course, we're thrilled Nathaniel will be graduating high school. So hopefully we get to see Beatrice baby this summer. She turns 1 in June, the end of June. So she'll be 10 months old this week. I can't even believe it. Yeah, April, May, June. 10 months. I think she has 4 teeth now, 2 top, 2 bottom, and she's thriving. She's a thriving little girl. So enough of that, enough life. I usually try to put that at the end, but I was just excited to share her Easter Bunny picture with you and a little bit of life. I haven't seen you since the end of March. I had to rewatch my last floss tube to remember when, how, why it's been so long, but it has been. So I've gotten quite a bit of stitching done. I don't have a finish, but I have a lot of progress and I have a new start. 2 new or 1 new start? 1 new start and 2 WIPs to share with you. Not sure how long this will be. Depends on how long I ramble. But it's been a busy few weeks. So last time when I chatted with you, within that next week, I had my sister come and I had my senior choral performance, and that went great. And so it was so fun to have her visit. We did some fun things. She's a major quilter, and we have a quilt shop here in Denver that she loves. So we hit that up, and she got some things for projects for that. And we watched a lot of Gilmore Girls because she doesn't get that on her streaming service that she subscribes to. So we got a little further on Gilmore Girls. We watch that every time she comes. And we watched Wicked. She hadn't seen Wicked, so that was very fun. And what else? Did some fun meals and just had a good sisterly time. She was here like 5 days. Um, so anyway, so that was great. And then the next weekend was Nash Stash, is that what it was called? With Lindy Stitches. She put on a digital retreat. It wasn't as involved as Jingle Ball, but it was certainly very enjoyable. And she had Zoom rooms. She didn't have the shopping aspect of it or the classes, but she had a lot of designers, get to know designers, which I really enjoy. I spent a lot of time watching her designer videos or clips or whatever they are. Basically, each designer gets on for an hour, approximately 45 minutes to an hour, and they talk about their background, their design style, how they got into designing, what their newest releases are. A lot of them had Nashville releases, so they shared those with us. And then there's a chat place over here on the edge, and you can ask questions, and then they answer your questions. And I believe there were I think she had 6 designers. I'm not remembering totally. And then a couple of times, one time I think she had 2 designers, so they could interact with each other, and that was big fun. So I spent a lot of time watching them. I did a couple of Zoom rooms when I knew my stitchy friends were going to be in there. They do pardon me, they do a speed dating thing that is kind of fun. They call it speed dating. Basically, I think it's 5. I've never done it, but I think it's 5 minutes, and you go in a room, a room, and you meet and you chat for like 5 minutes, and then you can extend your time, or you can move along to another person. And I just was kind of anxious. I've always been kind of anxious about it, and I'm not a overly anxious person. I have some anxiety issues, but and I wouldn't say I'm an introvert. I'm definitely not an extrovert. I'm kind of a mixed in kind of thing, but I wasn't sure if I wanted to go in and then maybe somebody didn't want to talk to me again. I just felt like I didn't have the bandwidth or the spoons or whatever you want to call it emotionally that weekend to connect with people that way. So I stuck with the Zoom rooms where I knew I was in control. And it's just funny, Tell me how you feel about those kind of situations if you want to, and I'll share how I feel, but I kind of just shared how I felt. But wow, I've been rambling for almost 10 minutes, haven't shown you a single stitching thing, but we've been talking about stitching. That weekend, what did I stitch on? I think I stitched on my St. David's Dragon Welsh piece, which I'll show you in a minute. Basically, it was like, I think they were encouraging you to stitch on something new, and I didn't want to do that. I wanted to keep stitching on what I was working on. What else? Anyway, it's a good time. It was a good time. And then I had a week, I think, maybe a week, and then or maybe it was the next weekend. I can't remember. I'd have to look at my calendar. It's not that important. And then we had Downton Abbey. Black Needle Society did a great retreat surrounding Downton Abbey. I showed you the chart last time. We had a lot of fun, and I didn't start the chart. I started my other piece that I'll show you and wanted to work on that. So I worked on that a lot, and we just had a good time. And uh, Katie designed this around the first two seasons of Downton Abbey. And so we were encouraged to watch the first two seasons. And then I got into it, and it was like, oh, I just want to keep going. So I think I'm on season 4 now. I forgot how snarky those sisters were to each other, especially Mary can be very snarky. Um, but it's such a fun series, and I probably had not watched it in 5 years, so it was pretty fresh for me. I um, That's a little bit of the advantage of getting in your older years because you don't have quite as clear a memory of some things. They just don't connect for a long period of time. They're kind of there and then gone. Um, but and so it was a little fresh for me, and that was great. I am enjoying it. I'll probably keep watching it, although there's a lot of new things that have come out that I'm watching. Excuse me. So I've been very busy. It's been busy couple of weeks. So I didn't get back to you until today. But I thought, hey, let's film on Easter. That sounds like a fun thing to do since I'm not doing anything else. I'm just hanging. I probably will get out and take a walk. We've had snow this week. Um, and it was not a lot. We were supposed to get like 5 to 8 inches, and we didn't even get 3. I don't know. It's gone now. And so that was a little disappointing because I kind of like a spring snow, which we very often have. Uh, some heavy snows, but we didn't this time. I think the mountains got a good amount, which is great for them. And we needed the water. So any kind of, snow we get is great. But it was cold. It was in the 30s. It was 70 one day and 30 the next. So it was a 40-degree drop. Pardon me, which is very common for us here in the Rockies. We kind of don't have a spring. We kind of have winter and then summer and maybe a few spring days in between, enough for the flowers to get going. Okay, now it's 12 minutes and I'm totally rambling. So, shall I show you? I'll show you what I was working on last time I showed you, and I got a lot more done. Well, it's done. It's done essentially. It's a finish. It's not a total finish because I'm adding to it. But this is St. David's Dragon. It's a Welsh piece. I got it when I went to Anaheim to Pacific Stitching. Very end of February, first part of March. So St. David's is their celebration of St. David's on March 1st. And they have a dragon, and daffodils are their flower and their emblem for their country. So I did that, and then I charted. My grandfather's name is here. Started is John, and it's going to be Cuffin down here. I've charted it all out, and then I'm going to have his birth year and his death year on it. He was a dear grandpa to me. He was my birth mother's dad. When I say birth mother, I mean my mother died when I was 18 months old of polio, and he was her dad. So I had lots of special times with that set of grandparents where it was just me and my grandparents. Then my dad remarried when I was almost 5, and I have a stepmom. She's still alive. She's 90. She just turned 90. She lives in Arizona, and a number of siblings from them. So I was the only child from that marriage, and like I said, this grandpa was very, very special to me. So And he's Welsh, and he came over on the boat when he was shipped when he was 10 years old. So, remembrance of him. And when my sister was here, um, we talked, and she said, "Well, you should do one for Grandma Cuffin too." So, and she was Swedish. She came over from Sweden. So I'm a quarter Welsh, a quarter Swedish, and then whatever my other two grandparents were, which is probably pretty much English. When I look through my um, Ancestry.com DNA test that I took, I have a lot of Scandinavia in my background, and a lot of, and I'm 34% Welsh. So, yeah, yeah. So it's probably where I got my bad teeth. I have horrible teeth. But they're my princess teeth because they're all crowns and bridges, and the word of this left me implants. So that was fun. So I want to finish that and get it framed. I think I'm going to frame it, pretty sure. And then, as I said, I started a new piece during Nashtet? No, I started this 2 weeks ago. I started this the week we did Downton Abbey, the weekend we did Downton Abbey, which starts on a Wednesday night, goes through Sunday night. So this is called Easter Parade. I bought this pattern last year. I've had it. It's got that beautiful basket, which I wasn't super excited about, but now that I've done so much of Easter Bunny, so cute. I hate the glare. There we go. Anyway, you can see it's got beautiful flowers and all of that. I really like the colors and all. And I ended up pulling my own colors because it's done in Gentle Arts. I don't have a lot of Gentle Arts. So I pulled all Weeks Dye Works because I have a whole set now. I just let my person I was getting my monthly sets from, it let her know you're starting over and I'm done. I mean, I have a few that are missing, but I can always pick those up if I want to. But I decided I got these beautiful variegated threads. I don't want to buy more floss. Why don't I use these? And so I substituted. I substitute. I think there's a few more than what I used, but this is my color palette, and these are all Weeks. It did call for a dark brown Weeks, but that's not even the color they called for. And this is my bunny. So I'm getting close. I'm almost done with the one tulip. I have 2 more tulips to do, and then I have that border to do. And what else? Oh, and then I have the background stars. See there's kind of some stars. So I have those background ones to do. So I'm working on this tulip. I have 2 more tulips, and then of course the border, which I'm trying to do as I go because I find borders. I know a lot of people love borders. I find borders very boring. So I try to do them as I go, which works out pretty well for me. But I will say this probably isn't the best one to do all the variegated threads with because it's so open. And by open, I mean, as you can see, like the fur on the bunny, I don't know if you can see, but those are all Smyrna cross stitches. So there's no real fill-in. The only fill-in I had was that tail and the leaves on the flowers. But I think she's so cute. Him, he, she. First of all, there's a little basket that she's carrying, which has little flowers in it. And then she has this backpack on her back, and she's carrying um, all these flowers, and then it's going to have those stars. It was supposed to be eyelet stitches, the bunny's fur, and I just didn't want to mess with eyelets. Take a while for me, and really wanted to get this done by Easter. I didn't quite make it because obviously it's Easter day today, and she's not done. But I'm going to finish her because she's so cute, and I want her sitting out. I think she'd be cute for spring. And my birthday's in May, which is in 2 weeks. My birthday's 2 weeks from tomorrow, I think, May 3rd. So, yeah, I think she's adorable. I'm super excited for her. Yeah. I don't know. And it's also, I put it on opal, which I don't stitch a lot of opal, but I bought some pieces when I was at Black Needle Society camp last year. And I got some pieces that were mottled and opal, and I thought they were so pretty. And I thought she'd be really pretty on that. And I'm very pleased with her. So I'm pleased with the colors I chose, that I didn't have to buy more thread or more floss. And as excited as I am about her, now I'm excited about that basket with all the, wow, they look like violets. That basket is beautiful. And I could do a matching. I think I have enough fabric, or I have another piece I could use. And they're not, they're not companion pieces per se, but they do use the same colors. The colors are the same. So I got my color. Maybe not. Those the same. I don't think they're quite the same. No, they're not the same. There's a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. There's 2 other ones, 3 other ones for that one that are different. But I can still pull some. What do you call it? Weak Stye Works for that too. So I think that might be my future spring one. And like I said, I'm not a spring stitcher. Maybe I didn't say that, but I don't have any real spring stitching pieces per se. So I'm very excited about her. I hope she comes out as my screenshot. I like her too. She's pretty. Okay. And then my third piece that I stitched on, I don't know where the pattern is, but I've seen, maybe it's in my basket. Maybe it's in my bag. Hold on 1 second. I try to stay organized. I don't really, but I try. Okay. Oh, I don't see it. Anyway, it's an ink circles. It has to be here because I was stitching out of this bag. I don't see it. This is one I want to show you because I want to finish that. I'm going to have a couple of finishes next time I see you, I hope. Wow. That is amazing. It must be in this bag. So one of the fun things I did when my sister was here, watch out, Bunny, you're falling. One of the fun things I did when my sister was here was, wow. Well, that's bothersome because I need to find it so that I can use it. I don't know if I showed that. I don't think I showed that to you either. Was I went through all I went through all my WIPS with her, and I showed her everything that I have worked on or am working on, and it was spread out everywhere. I apologize for my unorganized, but doggone it, I have to find that because that's where my thread and everything is for my piece I'm going to show you. Oh, here it is. I knew I'd find it. Here it is. Here it is. Okay, so I have a very dear friend whose name is Jenny, and she's Irish, full Irish. Parents' heritage is Irish, and I'm doing this for her, and it's super fun. And I've gotten this much done. So this is the center, and it's an ink blah. I want to always call it Ink Masters, and that's not right. Ink Masters is a show on TV where they do tattoos, and it fascinates me. I would never, ever get a tattoo because I'm not deathly afraid, but I'm very uncomfortable with needles. So bless your hearts if you're tattoo people. It's not, I don't judge you. I applaud you that you can do that, but it's not something I will ever do. Yeah, so it's coming along, and it's kind of fun because it's kind of fun to build out. As you can see, it's got harps. So I've got a couple of harps done on this, so there's the harps, and there's a I don't know if you call it a flute or a horn. I'm not sure what you call it. She of course lists all the motifs and what they are in her patterns, which is always fun. There's a castle over here, of course, this Celtic cross. There's going to be there's some kind of building here. This is starting another harp pipe. Is that what it's, musical pipe? I'm not sure. It's got pipes on it. It's got the claddagh hands. I think that's how you say it. And it's very fun. And I took it. I had coffee with her this week, and I took it with her took it with me to show her. And oh my gosh, she almost got teary. I was kind of like, oh my gosh. So I want to get this to her by next St. Patrick's Day. I just think that would be an amazing present for her because, if I get it done sooner, I may give it to her sooner. I know she's going to appreciate it. I think on one of Lindy Stitch's recent videos, her mom was on it with her, and they were talking, and she asked Lindy, not Lindy, Stephanie is her name. It's called Lindy Stitches, but the owner designer is Stephanie, and her mom was saying, Stephanie, do you ever give gifts? And she goes, not so much, because I would be afraid they wouldn't appreciate it. I wouldn't want them to just kind of like put it on a shelf in the closet and say, well, that's a nice gift, but not display it or whatever. And we as stitchers knows how much time, angst, or pure enjoyment goes into our stitching. And whoever we give it to, we want them to honor that. Honor is a good word. I think honor is a good word. Honor the discipline it takes, the amount of creativity it takes, and the effort and work it takes to do these pieces. And if they're not appreciated, then yeah, it's hard. So this is definitely a work of art, I believe. And but I also know she's going to love it and appreciate it. And she said, this is going up on my wall. So I'm definitely going to, I'm not going to flat fold it. I'm going to probably get it professionally framed, because I don't frame things on my own. But so that's coming out really nicely. Again, it's you can't maybe tell, but it's got a lot of variegated colors in it. Show it up closer. Yeah, you can tell a little bit more. Like this is really dark right here. This one, the threads came out really dark. I'm using a Live or Die LA floss that I got in California when I was there. It's a beautiful variegated floss that she dyes. Valerie dyes. So yeah, so 3 pieces. My Welsh piece, my Irish piece, and my Easter piece. All this week, or this week, all the last 3 weeks. It's been 3 weeks. Again, I apologize, but it is what it is, and life is what it is, and I've been very busy, which has been fun because I don't like time to drag by. And then I am going to finish this. It's a Little Robin's design. It's small. It says, keep your head high and your crown straight, which I need to live by because I get frustrated with my life situation and not being with my husband all the time like I'd like to be. So this is how much I've had done, and I had to order more thread to finish it. But I really like it. I'm probably going to do a flat fold. I'd like to have it like be a stand up and have it displayed on the credenza in my living room, just to remind me when my attitude is slipping, keeping my crown straight and my head held high. It very much fits my life, very much. So I'm going to put this in this fun bag. I don't think I showed you this, and if I did, I apologize, but I'll show it to you again because it's so adorable, and I absolutely love it. This is a, oh my goodness. Yeah, So Much to Love bag that I ordered. And it's so cute, and it has a flat bottom. Which I didn't have any flat bottom ones, which I really like. But look at this. It has a Bombay. That says Bombay. I don't think this is going to show backwards, but it's showing backwards as I'm filming it, which I don't understand that whole technology, why it flips it. But I think when I actually post this, it'll be straight. But look at all the kitty cats. I had to have this, and the brown and the pink. So it has little, oh my goodness, my light just went crazy here. I'm gonna move it. Little crisscrosses in it. Pink and brown. I mean, that's kind of yummy, kind of like chocolatey. But this is an all black kitty with gold eyes, which is what Bombays are, and which I believe my kitty is a Bombay. She acts very much like what a Bombay cat acts like, and I've never had a cat like this cat. So yeah, my Sierra. So yeah, so I want to finish, and I want to finish that little piece, which will take me no time at all. Just have to, like I said, I ran out of thread. What other plans do I have? Oh, okay. So not next weekend, but the weekend after, which is my birthday weekend. Stephanie is having, let me pull it up and show you. Oh, I have to show this too. Look at this. That's my son and Beatrice. And yes, their eyes are that blue. Mine are blue too, and they don't show as well on this, but they are that blue with that dark circle around the outside. Yeah, it's my kiddos. All 3 of my kiddos have eyes like that. So it's so fun to have a baby granddaughter with eyes like that. Let me see if I can find what I want. What do I want? Oh, I know. PDF. I'm almost out of juice here, so hopefully I can show you this before it goes away. So this piece, which is a hands-on design project, she is going to teach that on, I think it's called Spring Fling. I think that's the name of it. You can still get tickets. If you go to lindystitches.com, you can get tickets. I think it's going to be Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Friday night, Saturday, and Sunday is what she usually does. So I ordered that, and I'm gonna stitch that together, and then she's gonna teach. Then we'll have a class on during the weekend, and she will show us how to put it all together, because it's an interesting. I can't show it to you because it's the pattern, but it's interesting elongation, and it's called. Should definitely. The bee's got knees, because it's a bee. Apparently, it has knees. I'm going to make it into a butterfly. I need to chart a butterfly. I don't think it'll be too hard. I'll use the shapes that the bee is and just make it butterfly. It shouldn't be hard at all. Because I'm not a bee fan. I got stung in the neck last summer, I think it was. If it wasn't that summer, it was the spring before. Anyway, I got stung in the neck, and it hurt and hurt and hurt and hurt some more. So I'm not a bees fan. I know all of y'all are. Not all of you, but a lot of you are bees fans. I'm not. So I'm going to make a butterfly. So butterfly got knees. I don't know. It shows little legs on this bee. Does butterflies have legs? I don't know. I'll have to do a little bit of research on that one. And then I ordered my fabric, and I want to start the new Lila Crow. I think it's Lila Crow. I always want to call her Lola, and I think it's Lila. Lila. Anyway, Extraordinary Birds. No, it is Lola. Why do I keep want to say in Lila? Oh, I know there's a Lila, somebody that does the Hawkrun Hollows, I think. I'm pretty sure. This is Lola Crow Cross Stitch Extraordinary Birds. And this is the first release. So it's going to be like an aviary. And I ordered some fabric that's very similar to that. My iPad's going to die in about 2 seconds. I wanted to show you that. So I want to get that started. So that was their first release. And again, I'm probably going to pull my own threads. I have a lot of it calls for DMC, and I think I have a lot of DMCs that are probably those colors. But I think I'm going to pull my own threads again. Either do color and cotton, which I have a whole set of. It's not true. Classic Colorworks, which I have a whole set of. I have a very full set of Forbidden Fiber companies, overdyes. And then, of course, I have WIPS. So I think I'm going to pull all those. And then the next thing I did was I ordered. So as I said, it's my birthday in 2 weeks. And last year, because I went on the cruise and I got my emerald ring with the diamonds, I told my husband, you don't have to buy me any Christmas, anniversary, birthday, anything for the rest of this whole calendar year, because I bought myself this ring on the cruise. And now I'm going to buy stuff for my birthday. Reasonably. So I ordered some things from 123 Stitch. I'll show you really quick what I ordered. I'm going to put this on. Okay, I'm back. So I ordered this. Oh, I can never remember how it's J'ai Légère, I think. It's French. And it is the most beautiful cross stitch. I ordered this pattern. I did not order the threads yet. That's done in silk. I'm not sure if I'm going to do it in silk or just colors that I have. It is gorgeous. And somebody's stitching this. The two Sarahs from Sarah Stitchery and the other Sarah W. You know who they are if you know who they are. You'll know if you know. Anyway, they're doing it, and I think it's them. If it's not them, I apologize, and it could be somebody else. I watched a bunch of it was cold and snowy yesterday and Friday, and I watched a lot of YouTubes. I caught up on my YouTube watching because I'd been so busy the weekends before. Um, so I ordered that, and then this is the I don't know if you'll be able to tell. This is the fabric. Wow, that's a fabric I ordered for the Extraordinary Birds Sal. And then the other thing I wanted to show you that I haven't ordered her yet, but I'm going to because I've decided. This is a mirabilia of a Ukrainian girl, and that's the traditional Ukrainian dresses and hair pieces that they wear. My granddaughter has worn that to Ukrainian festivals, her hair piece like that. And I think she would really like this. I think she would. And she's graduating from college in 2 years. So I thought that would be a fun thing to give her for graduation. She would have a piece that she could display in her bedroom at home, which I'd be fine if she put in her bedroom at home till she gets settled into her life, um, working. But I think I'm going to try and get that done for her. That gets me 2 years. I think I can do her in 2 years. I've been thinking about her, and I just haven't done. I haven't pulled the trigger yet, but I think I'm going to. I'm pretty sure I'm going to do that. So that's my plans. Lots of plans. Whether they ever come to fruition, who knows? But as we all know, stitching is such a variety of steps. Some people like to plan them. Some people like to pull all their fabrics in their floss and, just start pulling and looking at what it's going to look like on that fabric. A lot of people enjoy that part of it. A lot of people just enjoy the stitching. They don't care about the other pieces. That's, thing. And then some amazing people can finish their pieces. I am not one because of my arthritis. I can't, it's too fiddly for me. I think I'm going to reach out to a couple of fellow stitchers that have people that they send their pieces to that they are pleased with how they finish them. And then I'm probably going to take a couple of like probably the Easter Bunny. I'm probably going to get her professionally framed at like a Michael's. I do have a framer that's I need to go in and talk to them and see if they do cross stitch. It's a nice frame shop. I just need to do some exploring and some research. And now that the weather's getting nice, I will be out and about more. I'm very excited about having warmer weather. Should be in the 60s and 70s this week. I like it up in the 70s and 80s. That's my sweet spot. But yeah, so again, happy Easter. I don't know where my other bunny went. Happy Easter. He's actually a dog with bunny ears. But he's cute, and he sits out with all my other stuffies. But this bunny looks pretty real, and she feels pretty real. She's kind of weighted on her bottom side, and she's got a sweet bunny face. I know, girl, you're the queen of the county here. But okay, I've been rambling long enough. So happy Easter, however you celebrate. Happy stitching. Happy connecting. Reach out. If you're new to my channel, please like, subscribe, and then we can keep connecting. Bye.